Thanks for joining me. I'm Dena Burton, the go-to realtor here in beautiful Los Angeles, and today I'm going to help guide you in the decision, should I rent or buy? If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. We will be covering a lot of information for first-time buyers, and I would love to hear your specific questions, so put them in the comments below. Okay, so let's weigh the pros and cons of buying and renting. Owning versus borrowing. Do you want a place that belongs to you, or are you happy living in a house that's owned by someone else? Buying a house means that you can make any improvements that you like, or at least any improvements that you can afford. If you're renting, oftentimes you need permission from the landlord to do even the simplest things like putting up shelves, and for sure if you want to paint the walls. And some landlords don't allow children or pets, so starting a family could be tricky if you're renting. And personally, if a landlord doesn't like pets, I don't think you want to live there. Those are creepy people. Rent versus mortgage. Okay, this is a biggie. Mortgage. A big chunk of your monthly mortgage payments are to cover the interest of the loan itself, and this is why it takes so long to pay off. Renting gives you extra flexibility if your circumstances change. Like if you find yourself with less money, you can move somewhere that offers lower rent. We also need to consider that deciding on where you want to live, monthly mortgage payments could actually be cheaper than rents in the same area. It's worth looking at the average cost for both options to decide what's best for you. Extra cash versus an investment. Remember that to secure a mortgage, almost all lenders are going to require a deposit. We'll be covering details of all of that, getting your mortgage together, in another video. In the meantime, just a quick overview. The amount you have set aside for your down payment will determine the amount of mortgage that you qualify for and the amount of money that you can borrow for your home. The initial deposit acts like an investment in a house, which will increase in value over time. Freedom versus responsibility. With buying a house comes great responsibility. If anything goes wrong past the point of your initial home warranty, it's going to be up to you to fix it. Okay, sometimes that can be a big expense. And when you're renting, it's the landlord's responsibility to make sure the repairs are taken care of. So if you aren't a do-it-yourselfer, or you don't have the money to cover the cost of these kind of repairs, then being a tenant can be more appealing than being an owner. Okay, that's buying versus renting. When it comes down to choose the best option that best fits your circumstances and your budget. There are pros and cons to each decision, and as your situation changes, your needs will shift. If you decide that you want to become a homeowner, then the next step will be to figure out how much you can afford to borrow and how much you need to save. And we will be covering that in our next video. In the meantime, be sure and subscribe so you know exactly when the next informational video is coming out from Dena Burton Homes. Remember what everyone says, #Dena knows, right?